Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Afro-Cinema Review. My name is Mardia.
And I'm Dylan, and we're very excited to be back.
As usual, we have another exciting episode for you guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I'm Gladys.
That is impossible, Lizzie. I'm 50.
So,
I can take you there tomorrow. Lizzie doesn't have to know.
I don't do little boys.
50 is the new 25. What a load of rubbish. Sort out your life, Lizzie.
welcome back. Our movie pick for today is entitled 50. 50 is about four women who go through different obstacles in their life. The story was perfect, and the casting of the movie couldn't have been any better. I really did enjoy the movie.
I did as well. I think it's international quality, superb. It was an excellent movie. Interesting storyline.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of twists. It's a must see. I was really impressed. Sound quality, picture quality, acting skills, everything was just on point.
Picture quality?
And I was impressed, and for once the movie is on Netflix, so that was a great deal. I think it's an okay movie for me, but they did a great job.
I have to disagree.
But at some point, I think the
Me too.
overacting was a little bit too much. But
Which
it was
scene?
an okay movie for me. I think.
Which scene did it overacted? Because
Some of the actors, I mean, it was just a little bit too
Girl,
much.
No,
I
I think
really-
everybody was on point.
yeah, I
thought
really
the
did.
script was great.
Most especially, my favorite, one of my favorite, because I have two favorite characters in the movie. One of my favorites was Tola, that Corey who played Tola. Like, I loved her personality.
Yeah, well, she did a great job.
Like-
But I tell you what,
Tell us.
I'm gonna give them, thumbs up because it's a great enough movie to be like an international, movie.
Yeah, I think it's...
And like I said, the acting was okay, but some of the characters, the acting was a little bit too much. It was overacting, and then at some point it got a bit boring for me. I just
That movie was never boring. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Why would you
Really?
No, I didn't say the entire movie.
I know,
It was.
but
It was.
I
a
have
great
seen
movie.
boring
It was,
movies, and I
but
can show you one
at
if you
some
want me
point
to.
it did get a little boring.
No.
Yeah. So
I
was okay.
disagree with you.
Yeah.
I
So
never
you guys disagree
had
with
a
me?
dull moment. I never had a dull moment. And I mean, like you said, Liz's character, the cougar behavior was quite interesting.
She was
She was
Sorry,
amazing.
that's the
yeah, but I don't know. She was just, her character was all over the place and all
No,
that
she
stuff.
wasn't.
But I don't. It
No,
was just
I
too
mean,
much.
I wouldn't use the word boring. I felt like the storyline was a little draggy, from the beginning. 'Cause
No, that's
we saw-
when it got boring. Like
No, it was a little draggy, but it was still kind of interesting to watch. It wasn't something boring.
Yeah.
They were just on a slower pace before they actually got to the, exciting part for
yeah,
me.
but with all that
Right.
part, I mean, before they got to the exciting part, I just got a little bit, tired and
Really?
got bored. But
And
Really?
they did a great job. It was a fair movie. It was, a fair movie.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
yeah, I mean, and secondly, like, oh my God, is it the only bridge in Nigeria for them to show? They show that bridge I'm not kidding. They show it like 50 times.
It's a beautiful bridge, though.
It is. They could have, reduced the bridge scene and add a little bit more of Tolas's story. Like, she was an interesting character.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I
She was,
so
yeah.
needed to see more of her.
Yeah.
The
And I didn't like how it ended. I was expecting her to come out
it ended like every other
Yeah.
Nigerian
Yeah,
movie.
well,
Oh,
that
I'm big
abrupt.
family.
so abrupt.
Yeah. And I mean, part of the movie, what I really enjoyed was part of it was like suspense, and most especially with Tola's character. You saw her, we saw her all bubbling on camera,
You
but
never know what to
you
expect
know,
next. Yeah.
exactly.
What people are going
and-
through behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Wow,
So
that
I
was good.
really, she was one of my, favorite in the movie. And then what's up with Kid?
Kate?
Kid. Let's talk about her a little bit. Her character in the movie, it was great that she played the role that she played, but like, at the end of the day, heaven helps those who help themselves.
Yeah,
She
that's
was
true.
trying to help herself.
No, she wasn't.
Not to me.
She refused treatment, praying,
Well, she
hoping
was
that.
relying on
Well, maybe
faith.
God was
No,
gonna
I mean,
heal her, like,
even-
she was praying to God.
Even those
like,
doctors who help us, at the hospitals and stuff, they were made by God. Is
yeah, but
God?
she had faith
No.
that God was gonna
No,
heal her.
Because
That's
some
the
of these
best
churches they
medicine
tell
can
you,
get,
some of
like-
these churches they tell you have to have faith,
Now when you-
and people have been healed miraculously
Yeah.
without taking treatment. So she was relying on
I
that faith.
wouldn't do that with cancer.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
Or sometimes people go through the chemo and all the treatment and still end up dying.
Exactly.
So, like,
Exactly,
you never
but
know,
I
like,
mean, it still was worth trying though.
yeah, she probably didn't want to go through all that chemo and stuff like that. So, yeah, but
That-
it was,
You guys need to watch the movie and see if she got healed by the Holy Spirit or I don't know.
and if you think that I'm wrong, because I said it was a bit boring here and there. So if you need to go and watch the movie to see what I'm talking about, or if you think it was a great movie, you can go and watch.
I mean,
and you want them to comment. Is
Yeah.
that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, with the whole part to know if she got healed, don't get me wrong, I am a practicing Christian, but at the same time, I would have
Didn't
seek
sound
help.
like it, Jezebel.
No, I'm just no, I'm not. I'm just saying. So please don't judge me.
Yeah.
What would
so-
you rate the movie?
I mean, so far this movie did it for me. I won't give it 5 peppers because I am looking forward to a better movie. Like I said, it did not end like the way I expected it to end. But I would rate this movie 4 peppers, and I think you guys should watch it.
I would rate it, I'm giving it a perfect score. I was happy with it. I never had a dull moment. I watched it like 3 a.m. and I didn't mind that I stayed up to watch it. Everything was perfect for me, the cast, the outfits,
Oh, yeah.
makeup, everything was on point. Even the locations that they chose,
True.
I felt like was superb. So I give it 5 peppers.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
Well,
Never give
and
it
that
a
was
perfect
my
score.
pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 because I think, like I said, it got boring here and there. But overall, they did a great job, and keep up the good work, guys. 4 peppers.
That man is nothing but a beast. I ought to get someone to slit his throat.
Just go home.
What home?
Home to your wife.
So we'll be right back after these messages. Our second movie pick for today is Mr. and Mistress. It's a Nigerian movie, and it was produced by Chinwe Ogwagu. I'm sorry, excuse my pronunciation. This story is about a husband and wife, Susan and Kenneth. And Kenneth, he's the son of a famous, influential family, and Susan is the daughter of a dry cleaner. Kenneth, with his social status and his arrogance, turned his loving wife into a maid. Susan finally got fed up with being a maid and tried to confront her husband Kenneth, and
He
Got
showed
interesting.
it.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
He showed they turned his wife into a maid.
and yeah, so when she tried to talk about that situation, Kenneth proposed a divorce. So that's where
And it backfired.
the whole
It
story.
sure did backfire
It sure did
on him.
backfire. So
Yeah.
watching this movie, I think the story was very, very, very interesting. I love it and I enjoy it, like from the start to the end. She turned her marriage like into something out of the ordinary, like something that you didn't like expect any wife to do, but she had to do it for the better of her marriage.
That's
So-
something we don't do in everyday marriages because
Yeah,
it
so
might backfire on you as well, and the marriage might end before you even know it.
yeah.
But I really, really give it to her.
Yeah. I
It's not
enjoyed it.
something I would be trying.
Hashtag, we have a new hashtag.
I would be trying that,
Hashtag
but I
rebranding.
really.
Hashtag
Yeah, rebranding,
rebranding.
yeah.
I like that. They
Yeah,
came
I
up
don't-
with a plan to like rebrand marriages at the
Exactly,
end.
yeah. So she really, in my Liberian voice, she really soaked him. She did it.
Yeah, she so came
She
good.
did, yeah, so not to give like a spoiler alert, but I think she executed her role very well. The husband also did a great job.
Well, what I wanted to say about the movie, I enjoyed it. It was a great twist. And, this rebranding thing, I think it would work for a lot of marriages. I need them to propose it to more marriages. The other thing, too, that wasn't expected, what I suspected that was going to happen was the best friend that thought she had the perfect marriage and everything. Right. I knew there was going to be a twist at the end. I saw that coming.
That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Because, there are other folks who behave as if life is so perfect on their end.
Yeah.
When it's not. And so I really, really did, enjoy that part of the movie.
I like that they put
that was one of my favorite parts.
I saw that coming, and she executed that part well when she was finding out, okay, we won't spoil it for you. But it's a must-see, I would say. I enjoyed it.
And by the way, Kenneth was played by Joseph Benjamin, and Susan was played by Nas Itim. So they, just did a great job, and I really enjoyed the movie.
Is Joseph my eye candy from the other movies we reviewed before?
No, I don't think so.
Isn't that Susan's husband?
I don't know.
No,
maybe.
I thought your eye candy was this guy. What was his funny looking name?
I forgot.
Tyler, you don't even know who
I don't know his name. I don't know his
is.
name.
Oh, no,
Susan's husband in the movie
who
is
she's
my eye
talking
candy.
about? The guy from On Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Isn't it the same guy?
No,
that's
different guy.
That's not him.
Yeah.
Oh, they look alike.
You gotta find
out. Y'all look alike.
You have too many eyes.
I'm kidding,
girl.
I'm kidding. But yeah, he was. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So I think all married couples and single couples, or even if you're not, even if you don't have a boyfriend, that movie, is something for everybody to watch, because it's definitely a lesson to be learned.
Of course, yeah.
Because, those married men just can't go out there and just, do things.
Just do whatever and just work over us.
Yeah, or treat their wives.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he was very unappreciative, so.
He was.
It was interesting. I enjoyed it. Yeah, and, the quality was great. Like, sound quality, the acting was great. They did a good job. I was impressed.
I loved it too. And what's up with the other lady, the second character? If you feel like you cannot have everything, like having a job and thinking that her husband was her slave, or she just.
Did he have a job though? Did he?
He did. He was on a schedule. He did. Because there was a part in the movie where she said he would go to drop off the kids at school, go to work. After work, he goes, picks up the kids, and then comes home.
But I never saw him work in that movie.
We didn't see him go to work, but he had a schedule, and she had him on the schedule.
Other than her saying, she had him on her schedule at home. That's what happened, if you're a man and you want to just maybe sit home and allow your wife to do maybe most of the working.
But he had a job,
you kind of lost your manhood.
He just wasn't ambitious enough, I guess. She was the ambitious one.
I just feel like he had a job at home with his wife telling him what to do.
Yeah.
But
guess what? Because Kate was assisting. Kate was assisting. High five, ladies. Kate was assisting.
I have seen other, high working class women who treat their husband as if they were, the house help or something. And in my opinion, I think she did a lot of that without even realizing that she was doing it. And so, she went a little overboard and she got what she deserved. I'm just saying.
Kate was helping.
She got a little help.
Yeah. I think she just got, like you said, overboard, or just caught up in her own world and just thought everything was
got him on the
wraps. Exactly. You have to balance it.
And he, probably had his own raps. So
it's okay to be a working woman, but also you have to perform your marital duties.
Yeah, that's true.
Which someone had to help her in.
But you know what? That is the problem. Why statistics shows that majority of the women in the United States, are single because.
Right.
They get to making money and then they don't treat the men as men should be treated.
Right.
And, men, even if they're not the providers, still want to feel like they're needed and things of that nature.
That's where I'm that's where I don't kind of agree with you, because I feel like, as African couples, we always feel like the women are the ones that are always supposed to be like submissive to the man, like, you know,
No, I mean,
cook,
it's
It's
not
just
right.
in general, though.
the house,
It's not
and do
even just
everything, you know. But I mean, it should be like 50-50, you know.
The
Sometimes
man
you
is
know,
always
like,
the
you know,
head of
because
his
the house-
home.
that's where I have
Period.
a problem with.
Yeah, and nothing
globally,
should
just
change.
globally. It's not
Whether
even
you're
about
being,
Africans.
whether
Just-
you're being a hardworking woman, or educated woman, you know, you should still be able to balance it, because the man, he's the man of the
What
house.
about him
You-
balancing the, you know?
I mean, he
like,
did.
I'm not
He
justifying
did.
it. He is the head
She
of
was
the
just too
household.
caught
like,
up in her
he just
job and
expected
other
too much
stuff.
from her, you know, too. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He just-
you're talking about the Susan's husband, or you talking about the other the boss lady?
The boss lady, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just, I felt like, you know, he just he expected too much, and he didn't, you know, like.
What do you mean he expected too much from his
He
wife?
wasn't working.
No.
She had just a basic
He
job.
wasn't working. He had a basic job, but you know, he expected like her to do everything, like, you know, be the
Not
superwoman,
really.
like
They
take
had a
care of the
maid.
kids, run the house, and, you know, do. They had a maid, yeah, but he didn't. If he had his choice, there wasn't going to be any maid. Like, he
No,
just
and
wanted
he
her to
never
be
for
that
once
person.
told her that
Are
they
you
didn't
mixing
need
the
the
couples
man.
up though? Because you know
Exactly.
because I feel like you're talking about Susan and her husband,
Exactly.
the one that, you know,
When we
had
were
the
talking-
rich guy. Is
No,
that what
I
you're
was
talking about?
The second couple.
Okay.
No, the second couple, he never for once complained about
Yeah, he
the
didn't
man.
complain.
But he
Like,
had all that
he was
complaining
okay.
about his wife,
But he didn't say it. Exactly. Well,
Until
Kate
after
was
that,
helping.
now,
Kate
but
was
how was she
helping.
supposed to know it wasn't fair though?
I don't
That's what
have
I'm
to
saying.
tell you that I'm
Well-
not being treated right. As a wife, if you're not spending quality time with your husband, you as a human being, you have to, you know, take a pause and know for sure and be like, oh my God, I've been overworking myself or whatever, you know, and just do what you're, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's it. Maybe she
I
thought
don't
that's
know.
why the maid was there. But anyhow, this movie for me, I think it was brilliant. It was great. They executed the roles again very well. I think I'm going to give this 5 peppers, and I think it was a great, great movie.
I'll give it a 5 peppers as well. I was happy with it.
Oh, you
And
guys
she's
are
no,
just
yeah.
on the
Today I'm
edge.
on a roll with the 5 peppers, and I never give out 5 peppers, but you know that was a great movie pick. So it's a must see, and I really enjoyed it. So interesting movie.
I mean, as much as I did like the story, I don't think it's worth 5 peppers.
Are you kidding?
So I will give this movie 4, and I think that's
Ooh.
fair.
You should
4
have decided
peppers.
the one. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
oh. And that's a wrap for our show today. Thank you so much for watching Afro-Cinema Review. The movies we reviewed today were Mr. and Mistress.
And 50?
And you can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
YouTube.
and tvafrica.com, TV Africa, Africa with a K. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.